Hello everyone, welcome to Hooks and Stitches. My name's Natasha. I'm going to start off by just letting you know that I have a Facebook page, and I keep trying to tell you each time I do a video and then forget all about it. But I'm going to start off by saying it because at least then it's done. It's Hooks and Stitches, just the same as my YouTube, and at the moment I have 5 followers on there, so I'm not sure whether it makes it easier once you've got followers to find it or not, but I will put the link below and then you can have a look. I generally post pictures on there of the things I've been doing as I go along, just to mark my progress during the week, really, in that sense. And then obviously I tell you about it on here. But today's video is to show you that I have got my yarn order from Wool Warehouse. So I thought I would come on and show you before I unpack it. My other news, just before I show you the contents of my bag, is that I have moved craft spaces, as you can see behind me. I am now back up in my bedroom, but I'm a lot more organised now because my daughter's moved out and I've now actually got more space up here to be able to do it up here rather than be in my dining room. So I'm gradually getting sorted out, and that's what we have been doing over the last few days. So I haven't even managed to do any crafting, but never mind. So, as I was telling you before, for my Portobello Road pattern, I bought one of these to be able to finish it off, and that is Hayfield Spirit DK, 100 grams, and it's 177 yards or 345 metres, and the recommended needle size is 4mm, and I'm actually using, I think it's a 4.5 for mine because I wanted a bit more drape for the shawl, but I've had mine, it was in stash a long time ago, and I'm hoping that this isn't too much of a difference in variation because of the lot number. But we'll see. I'm not really that worried anyway because it's only for myself. So there's that one. And then I was telling you last time I made a video that I had ordered some browns as well, and that is for I think it's Yarnspirations order pattern, sorry. And it's columns. One is the Santa, the other one is Elf, and then Snowman and Reindeer, and then they'd added an extra one for a gingerbread man on the other side. Now I love this, and it's actually, this is the one I was telling you about that was actually called Gingerbread, and it's from Stylecraft Special DK, and it's actually the correct colour. Now I'm not really sure whether it will show or whether it's not too bad anyway. Anyway, it's lovely. It's a beautiful golden colour, bronzy golden I suppose, but I like it. Anyway, for that one was for the actual gingerbread because I thought, well, I'm going to go with it because I found it. And the other one is a Yarnsmith's Create. Now I've never used this yarn, but it was on special offer on Wool Warehouse, and I thought I'm just going to give it a go, and I think it was only 10p difference anyway, but it was a bit cheaper. But I thought this would be a lovely one for the reindeer. because it's a very light brown, and obviously the reindeers that we saw when we went to the Christmas tree farm were actually very light like this. They weren't really dark, so I thought I'll go with that, but I won't be doing that till a bit later in the year, because obviously I've got quite a few whips that I haven't got through yet, so I'm going to do them first. And I also went with the same for my Yeti that I'm going to do, and that is again the same as the Yarn Smiths Create, in chunky this time, not a DK. And I wouldn't say, I mean, it is soft, but it's quite, I suppose it could also be because it's chunky, but it is soft, but it's kind of ropey almost, and I think it is just because it is a chunky, because this isn't too bad. This is quite soft too, so it'll be interesting to see how they actually work up. And then I have those, and then I wanted to find out the differences between the two fluffy ones for my Yeti. Now this one is a Serdar Alpine, and it's only 50-gram balls, so I bought two, and they were £3, which I suppose is quite expensive for only 50 grams, but I love it, and I think I prefer this one to the other one, so maybe this one will be my preference if I want to make my second one, which I haven't bought the pattern for yet. But this one is really lovely, and it's the shade Polar, which is 0400, and the it's a West Yorkshire spinner by the look of it as well, but it's very nice, and it's almost on the creamy side. It's not really white, and it's lovely, so I'm really looking forward to using that one. And this one also is a Peter Pan Precious Chunky, which you wouldn't think it was chunky at all, because it doesn't really look, it looks quite thin, almost like eyelash yarn, but it is very soft as well, so I'm going to give that one a go at a separate time. But it is very, very nice and very soft. So for this one is a 6mm needle is recommended, and I've also seen lots of people use this type of yarn, and they always use a 4-ply or DK, I suppose, with it, so that it helps you to define your stitches. So I'm going to do that as well, and I'm definitely will need to do that for this one, because it's so fluffy I wouldn't see it, I suppose. But this one is recommended, also because I forgot to let you know, this one is recommended for a 10mm needle, but I won't be using it, a 10mm hook on it. I will probably, I don't know, it's really hard to choose, isn't it? Maybe a 5, because you're supposed to use 2 hook sizes down when you're doing amigurumi, so I'm not really sure. I'll have a fiddle with it and see, but considering I'm using chunky, this one here for this Yeti is recommended for a 6, so I'd need to use a 4 on that, so maybe I'll toy around with it and see. but I also want it to be quite substantial. I don't want just a little tiny one. So obviously the smaller hook, the smaller the thing. So I'm not really sure, but we'll give it a go and have a look. Yeah, this one's a 6 as well. So I don't know. I'm going to play around with it and decide which one I want to use. But it is very nice and very chunky. And that brings me to the end of my yarn haul. I'm going to yeah, sorry, I was just making sure that I'd told you all, make sure there was nothing missing out of the inventory there, that's all. Yeah, so I'll let you know how I get on with it all in my next videos. The only other thing I want to update you on, which I couldn't show you before because I couldn't, I put it in the wrong bag, and that was the panel for big, if you remember. And so far I've had to take it right back because I couldn't find it. The light's a bit rubbish. And I couldn't find it before, where I'd gone wrong because I had 2 bubbles extra at the top, and I'm not really sure why. So I couldn't find where the extra stitches got added into. So what I done was I started again, and it took me 4 or 5 attempts, and I just give up, and I thought, well, I'll just go right back to the beginning. So I've done this much already, and now it seems to be all present correct, and the stitch count is all the same. The only thing that I'm put off by, which is a perfect imperfection, and that is the fact that on the edge here, one of the bubbles is just slightly off, but my stitch count is right, so I'm not really sure what's going on there, considering the other one is straight on the other side. So I don't know, but I'm going with the fact that the stitch count is all correct and the bubbles are in the right place so far, which I'm keeping an eye on even more so than I normally would, to make sure that it does go in right. So that is my little update, just to let you know that I did have to start all over again with it because I wasn't happy. And so that's that. And I'm sorry about, let me just pull the curtain a bit, and I'm sorry about the stopping and the starting a bit, and the fact that I'm umming a lot, but it just takes a lot to kind of, when I haven't done a video for so long, you know, I get a bit nervous and stuff, and it's just what it is. But other than that, I've updated you and I've told you about my Facebook page, and I've shown you my yarn haul for the projects that are up and coming. So I'm going to go. I will do a progress video in detail in the next couple of days. This week just gone, we've been moving my daughter out, as I said, and we've been moving rooms and things, so I haven't really got a lot done. And next week I am away glamping, and I'm taking some projects with me, so I will be able to make some progress on them, and hopefully I'll be able to show you next weekend what I've been up to whilst I've been away. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for my new subscribers, because I've been having a constant trickle of them so far, and thank you for returning to watch me, even if my videos are a bit hit and miss lately. So I need to get into the throw of it and do them on Pacific days and everything, and hopefully by the end of next week our new internet provider should be feeding us the internet, in which case my videos will update almost immediately and not have to wait 4 or 5 hours for it, which does put me off a little bit, because because we're all using the internet at the same time, it drains the internet from other people, and then we get moans in the house. You know how it is with kids and what have you. So I'm going to go, and thank you very much indeed for watching. See you all soon. Bye.